Get ready to light it up tonight.
Go figure. I gotta restart the whole damn game. Played a whole half and nothing. My teammates keep knocking my damn ball out, so my takeover is going down.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge.
All right.
Some extra minutes to fill as a pair of players are listed as inactive tonight due to injury.
With the injuries to some of their key rotation players, even more pressure on their stars to carry them.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. Murray out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Watson in at the 3 slot. And for the Jazz, the pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. And it's Haynes in at the small forward. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor. And it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Here we go.
It pisses me off that the stream dropped. It's having a damn good
Sexton
game, too.
Deciding where to go with it. Pass to Kessler. Knocked loose. Haynes passes to Sexton. Sexton gets a screen from Haynes. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Sexton, no good. Murray with it. And here's Watson. Jokic with it. He's guarded by Collins. Fires the 3. Utah with the rebound. Drives to the hoop.
Yes.
Deontay George demonstrating right there he's a team-first guy. Teammate open, you put it where it needs to be.
It's Jokic, top of the key. Pass to Westbrook. Back to Jokic. Kessler with the rebound. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Talked to Will Hardy a little while ago. He thinks they need to focus on speeding up Nikola Jokic rather than trying to slow him down. Coach said Jokic dominates the game at his own pace, so we need to put more pressure on him and not allow him to play so patiently.
Let's go.
Of course, that's easier said than done. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the three-pointer by Utah. Pass to Jokic. That one doesn't go. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Money. Last game, 26 points. It's hauled in by
foul.
Watson.
Where was the foul?
You know, when you talk about this Jazz team, Doris, You have to mention head coach Will Hardy.
You certainly do, Kevin, because remember, he came from the Boston Celtics organization. He also had a history in San Antonio. He is known as an excellent tactician. He does an incredible job scouting. Utah always one of the best prepared teams in the league.
Now, here's Sexton. Following the miss by Jamal Murray. No good from the low block. Down low. Can they get it? And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Watson.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Outside, Sexton. Pass to Kessler. Here's George over Murray. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. George has got 5 now.
Well, rise and fire, Keontae George in the catch and shoot.
Murray against Collins. It's good.
Boy, looked like the D was going to get to that shot, but what a job he did to change his release and get the lay-in.
Yeah, figures, too. That was a killer dunk.
Here's Money, defended by Gordon. In the corner, Collins with it. Haynes passes to George. There's the lob to the hoop.
Go.
And Kessler throws it down.
Exactly where Kessler gets so much of his offensive performance done, right at the cup.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Outside Westbrook. Jokic high post. Pass to Murray. Over George. Again, the Nuggets score.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Now Kessler. Here's Money. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Charity stripe shot. And it's George missing. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Westbrook kicks to Jokic. And it's Utah with the rebound.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Pass to George. Kessler with it. Jazz passing it around. Collins passes to Haynes. Now here's George. Over Watson. George, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Now here's Gordon. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. Pass to Money. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
Here's Murray after the made shot from Haynes. Now Jokic. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. All right, guys, I'm told we're about to connect to our insider, Shams Charania, who has a beat on something. Hey, Shams, what's the story?
Thanks again, and the word just breaking now about the San Antonio Spurs. They've made an aggressive move to bring in Mitchell Robinson. He can protect the rim, and he can get out on shooters. He just has so much energy on that side of the floor. It changes what you can do defensively, and that by itself can make all the difference.
Always some exciting news happening in the NBA. We thank Shams for always bringing it to us. And Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of the season, but other times it's just a challenging stretch that can leave you reeling.
Here's George. Denver able to drain the three. Stolen by Westbrook. Pass to Watson, and here's Gordon. Westbrook surveying the D. The three. Kessler with the rebound. Utah leading. Here's Money. George with the ball. And Peyton Watson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Filipowski, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. Lowry Marketing comes in for Collins. Clarkson, he's checked in for Sexton. And it's Collier in for Keontae George. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nuggets. Now here's Watson. Jordan Clarkson missing his last shot. Back to Gordon. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Pass to Markkanen. Clarkson with the screen for Markkanen. Over Gordon.
What are you doing,
Denver
bro?
with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
That was a rough outing.
He's putting up
they did
dumbass
a few
shots.
good things, but the inconsistencies caught up to him in that one.
To be perfectly frank with you, I'm surprised it was as close as it was. I thought they were outclassed all night.
Here's Markkanen following the basket by Russell Westbrook. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. That one's all good. Now he's
How are they
3 for 5
making
from the
these?
field.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Nikola Jokic.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
Money, no good. The Nuggets leading by 5. Here's Strother. 9 points last game. Murray outside. They set the pick. Pass to Strother. Fires from deep. Filipowski grabs the board. Utah's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Haynes, and he dunks it down.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Murray outside. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Jazz. They came away with the victory in the last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Yeah, and for me, guys, that's what I call a character game. I mean, they could have closed up shop. It would have been easy to just let that one go and get ready for the next one. But they fought back. I mean, and that mental fortitude that they displayed there is one of the reasons why they're such a good team.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against Philadelphia played some huge minutes. He ended up with 26 points, and it was the best work he's done on the glass this year. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, I know. I was
the
fucking
catalyst for
everywhere,
that
and we
win,
still
It
lost.
was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Murray for 3. Rebound collected by Clarkson. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Jazz. They trail by 1.
Ah, come on.
And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And going vertical, Murray's one of those guys with that sneaky athleticism.
When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Denver with the ball, following the three-pointer by Utah. For the three, here's Strother. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Strother's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Pass to Markkanen. Clarkson with the screen for Markkanen. Clarkson outside. Here's Collier. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Denver
Can we
in the
make
lead.
a shot, please?
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Murray outside. Again, the miss by Murray.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Haynes passes to Collier. Clarkson for three. Hits the
Yes.
three-point bomb.
Let's go.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Jazz out in front, up one. From Delta Center, back in a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Utah.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. And it's Strother in at the two-guard position. And they call the foul,
nice.
So he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. The Jazz have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team. Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it, more than capable of scoring at all three levels.
Here's Strother. Offline with his three. Utah's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Najee, good. Najee's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pickett passes to Jokic. Here's Strother, defended by Sexton. Here's Pickett. He has yet to score. The three, nailed from three-point land.
Of course.
And the Nuggets lead by 1. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Outside, George. Kessler setting the pick for George. The 11-footer. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Tyson. Now, here's Jokic. You talk about a player who can absolutely light it up. He averages over 31 points a game. From deep. Utah with the rebound. Money's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside, Markkanen.
Why wouldn't you shoot that?
Kessler passes to Haynes. And the layup's good off the glass. 10 points for Money.
Oh, Walker Kessler showing you his passing ability. Nicely done.
Pass to Strother. Jokic a screen. Takes the three. Rebound, Utah. Money's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now George. The tray. That's good.
Yes.
Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Jokic with it. George picks him up. Pass to Strother. Here's Jokic. Utah with the rebound. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
A game they definitely felt they could win. And with a break here or there, they probably could have.
You know what? The stats certainly looked good. But the fact of the matter is they couldn't deliver in the clutch moments. And that's something you've got to figure out moving forward.
And Denver has possession following Colin Sexton's 3. Pass to Strother. Here's the floater. Sexton grabs the board.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Money, no good.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's Strother. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. And now just a 1-point Utah lead.
Great find by Jokic. The best passing center I've ever seen.
Count that one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Keep letting him score. Blow the lead.
Denver's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. They get passes to Jokic. Here's Pickett. Pass to Jokic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Doris, when you think of the Utah Jazz, where do they fit in a...
Nice.
And so it's Utah, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Utah Jazz.
7
Hey,
steals,
these guys are
dang.
a bunch of artists, man. You know why? They live for the paint.
Oh, that joke was weak, but their play style is Diesel approved.
I wouldn't say the joke was weak. It just needed a capper. New topic. Fellas,
I don't care about the 3-point
thanks for spending
contest.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. And it's Haynes in at the 3. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. Here's George, following the basket by Jokic. Here's Collins. Pass to Money. Kessler with it. Outside for Sexton. 4 on the clock. And there it is for him. Sexton's got 7 points.
You love this. The pressure gets physical, and Colin Sexton doesn't blink. Nice job finishing through contact.
Outside Gordon. Three-pointer. Money with the rebound. Money's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And hard work on the glass.
Where's the
Once again,
fouls?
guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. And Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. And we thank you for your report.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Here's Money. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. George gets a screen from Haynes. Another miss by Utah.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Gordon. Over George. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Collins drills the baseline jumper. Collins has got the lead up to 9 now for the Jazz.
Typically you see John Collins work the mid-range at some point. He's dialed in right there.
Now here's Watson. He's covered by Haynes. Lob pass to Gordon. Stolen by Kessler. By himself. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
What vision, what feel by Keontae George.
Outside Gordon. Murray is screen on Collins. Gordon for 3. The rebound by the Jazz.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. On the wing, George. He's covered by Westbrook. Shot by Collins, no good. The Nuggets trail by 11. Inside. To end the cold streak. And the rejection by Collins. Here's Haynes. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Let's go. We're starting to kill him.
George has got his 5th assist in this one. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Outside Westbrook. Gordon kicks to Westbrook. Gordon with the screen for Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown. Drills it from outside.
Wow, okay.
Westbrook's got 12 in the game.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
What the
fuck? Stolen by Watson. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Murray with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Westbrook can't get it to go. Jazz leading by 10. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Kessler throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And Murray, never shy, absorbs the contact there and gets it to go.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Jazz.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Here's Westbrook following the bucket by the Jazz. Jokic sets the screen for Westbrook. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Basket counts. Gordon's got 5 points so far.
Well, you see the poise of Aaron Gordon at this point. He knows under duress of the shot clock, he is their best option.
Pass to Collins. Fires for 3. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to...
1 sec, I gotta pull up the chat stuff. Oh, it's just my birthday.
Score, continue to build
just the
your
number
lead.
I've always used
Now,
in
here's
sports
Sexton,
games.
following the miss by Jamal Murray. Here's Money.
Out of the paint.
18 points for him.
Fucking meathead.
The shot by George, no good. Jokic with it. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Gordon. Shoots the 3. Trains the 3-pointer. Gordon's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, that's his 2nd 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Collins with it. Here's Money. Back to Collins. The open look here for Sexton. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
How about the response from Collins?
You're right.
Sexton with some range.
Outside Gordon. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. And Watson has it in the corner. Outside Westbrook. Denver gets it back.
Ooh.
If it counts, 10 points for him.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
1926.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
I'm 99 years old. I don't know who you are. I smell cinnamon rolls. I remember when cigarettes were just a
trail
nickel.
by 12. So out there for the Nuggets right now. They've got Šarić. He's out there with Jokic. And it's Crawford in at the 2-guard.
This guy is a constant
Give me
threat
that.
on the defensive end. Send it back, Walker.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him
us go.
get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you
It
can't
is
get
what it
stops
is.
if you're unwilling
It
to
is
put
what
in the
it
work.
is.
Pass to Pickett.
Because it isn't.
Šarić just screen on George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pickett, no good. Jazz leading by 14. Outside, George.
Oh.
Here's Money.
Give me that. Just kidding.
Kessler setting the pick for George. Out left to the wing. Here's Sensabaugh.
Dang.
Second chance effort. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Bronchitis fucking up.
And here's Jokic. Sharks trying to break free. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Jokic.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Kessler a screen on Sharch. Here's Sensabaugh. And he lays it
Yeah,
straight
give
in.
her some.
Sensabaugh's got the lead up to 14 now for the Jazz.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim,
that takeover
no
going
wonder
too.
you're losing.
It's going to
To
be
me,
over.
this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
The edge on the glass
All
is the
night
difference.
long.
It's allowed them to build this lead.
Outside, George.
What's the roll?
And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic on top, defended by George. Pass to Saric. There's the triple. Sinks the triple.
Come on.
Okay, Dario Saric, that three-point shot is pretty. What a relaxed shooter he is.
Now George. Here's Sensabaugh. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Saric in the high post. Here's Pickett.
Little picket fence.
And it's sent back by Kessler. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. Timeout called. Nuggets. BB, one thing about Kessler, he will challenge anybody at the rim. Wow.
There's no question, Kevin. Walker Kessler is one of those guys who's not afraid to get dunked on. He is a rim protector of the highest order. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always going to try to do his job.
And Utah making a change here. Collins is checked in, and a switcher also for Denver. Westbrook's checked in. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Was able to listen to what David Adelman went over with his team. And I asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around.
Don't
Back
shoot
to you
that.
guys.
Thanks, David. And here's Collins from outside. The Jazz with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
What happened?
Timeout called. Nuggets.
Timeout called. Nuggets.
Denver making a switch here. Pickett's checked in. The Nuggets trail by 9. Now here's Westbrook. Misses off the left iron. And so George will bring it up for Utah. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. And the call up against Jokic.
Oh, good.
That's foul number 2 for
But I
him.
stepped out of bounds.
Here's George. Collins setting the pick for Sexton. Over Westbrook. Sexton's
good.
shot is good. And the Jazz lead by 11.
Lead by
Colin
11.
Sexton early in his career
About
has
to hit that
demonstrated
takeover.
great instincts in the pick and roll. Good decision making.
Out to the wing. Kessler against Jokic. 4 on the shot clock. Pass to Pickett. Over Kessler. They grab their own miss. Saric outside. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists now tonight.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Collins with it. And here's Sexton. He's covered by Westbrook.
Where's the
Offensive
foul?
rebound. The shot by Sexton, no good. The Nuggets trail by 8. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Jokic. Now here's Saric. Now Jokic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
a big you can't really send to the line too much. Jokic, an effective free throw shooter.
And Jokic drops them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He
It's
will beat
time.
you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
They're about to get dunked on.
Jazz leading by 6. Pass to Kessler. Here's Money, defended by Gordon.
Why didn't you
Kessler
shoot that,
passes
bruh?
to Sexton. Here's Money from past the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Money's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
To the inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Saric. Off target with his 3. Jazz leading by 9.
Dunk that shit.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Saric.
A little relentless opportunity there for John Collins, the and one.
And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor, and the guy's an absolute terror on the glass.
Here's Gordon, and it's sent back by Kessler.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Sexton. And here's George. Collins setting the pick for George. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Well, Keontae George, guys, a talented backcourt guy. He can create off the dribble. He can make snappy passes. Everything you want in a combo guard.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Watson finds Murray. Back to Watson. Pass to Jokic. Good! Jokic can indeed take a little contact.
And this is how Jokic gets you. He scores in a variety of ways. Just an incredible player.
And stolen by Watson. Outside Gordon. Watson the screen. Collins against Gordon. 6 to shoot. Denver needs to get off his shot. Murray for 3. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
And it's time for an injury report.
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with the Nuggets head athletic trainer. Oh, that is not what you want to see, and it sounds like it's a serious injury. The next few games will be without him on the court. Of course, other players are going to have to step up to fill that role. That's all we've got,
Yes,
Kevin.
let's
All
go.
right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Walker Kessler. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Gordon. Watson with it. Pass to Murray. 5 to shoot. A 3 ball. Good on the triple. Murray's got 22.
And the backbone of Murray's game is that ability to scorch you from distance.
Sexton the pass to George. Collins a screen on Murray. Here's George. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside for Murray. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Jazz leading by 10. Sexton the pass to Haynes. Sexton against Westbrook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, it's easy to say, but this is one guy you don't want to foul. Colin Sexton is an excellent free throw shooter.
Sexton.
And he's good on the second. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Over Kessler. Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
And that's how you execute offensively. Murray with a great job of getting it to his teammate.
Collins finds Sexton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Very good.
Clearly a foul.
He gets the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Well, Colin Sexton, I mean, great athleticism, unbelievable quickness, but there is an intensity that pours off this guy nightly that you have to admire.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. With some arc. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Sexton. Outside, George. Just 4 to shoot. The shot from the low post is good. And the Jazz lead by 13.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Jazz.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for money.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Collins. Here's Money. He's covered by Watson. Clock at 6. Haynes passes to George. Here's Money. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
That's game. Let's go.
And so it's Utah with the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in
Very
rhythm,
good.
you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.
Still pissed about that game we dropped last night to Billy.
Great win tonight, MP.
Let's see, what do I got? Yeah, we played the 76ers, and I was supposed to win that. It was a key game. Didn't matter what I did. I scored like 29, had like 14 rebounds, 9 assists, and we just couldn't stop them. Oh, another tough game. We killed Brooklyn and Cleveland. That was nice. Playing away too.
Baby, the stars are out. Say what's up to Spike for me.
How you feeling, MP?
Michael Bridges at center court before the game.
You were the top rookie last month and every month.
MP, what up, man?
Oh, okay.
I like your game.
Man, MyCareer Bridges, man, that means a lot to me, man. I appreciate that, for real.
But don't get it twisted, though.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take it easy on you.
You already know, I know that. But, hey, I do want to see if you want to do a jersey swap after the game.
That's easy. Come on.
All right.
Okay. I like that confidence.
You already know.
We'll see after the game, then.
All right.
From 2K Sports to everyone out there, welcome and Happy New Year. In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the New York Knicks here in New York. With our analysts, Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. The starters for Utah, Collins and Kessler there in the middle. George and Sexton in the backcourt, and it's Money in at the 3. And for New York, Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And with New Year's Day upon us, Grant, what goes through your mind as a player?
Wow, another new year, new possibilities. Time to put it in gear as the NBA action heats up. Teams that survive this stretch run start to become real contenders.
Here we go. And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Sexton looking around. Soft touch off the glass.
Toughness there shown by Collins. Sexton, no stranger to having to outmuscle the defense from time to time.
George against Brunson. Off with the layup. Collins right side. On the wing, Sexton. Sinks it from distance. Sexton's got 5 points.
Well, Sexton's confidence growing now. Knocking it down from the three-point line. That's big.
Back to Brunson. Pass to Bridges. A deep 3. Utah grabs the miss. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
A big difference in that one. Their ability to convert from range. By and large, they took some really good shots.
It looked like the directive in that game was that they wanted to attack, and all that work that they put in on the perimeter turned into a big night from deep.
Outside Sexton. Collins with a screen on Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. The Knicks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Brunson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
What?
And those are 2 points earned by Jalen Brunson.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Now George. What a tremendous game he played against Denver. Money. Pass to George. This one for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Pass to Brunson. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. And that one hits the back iron. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. George with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Up top, Collins. Here's George. Utah with another miss.
On.
And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 1. They defeated Washington in their last game.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
Now here's Brunson. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Washington. Bridges misses. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Bridges outside. Outside Brunson. Towns is screen on George. And here's Brunson from the arc. Collins with the rebound. Utah leading by 4. It's stolen by Hart. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at Phoenix. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
When I look at Utah, they're starting to come together as a squad now, finding some of that success that eluded them early in the season, and with plenty time left to make some moves. And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
What up, Smash?
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And here is our race for Rookie of the Year. You can feel the excitement around this group. So much potential right in the thick of this season. He is the guy when it comes to Rookie of the Year. What a year he's having.
And this is the type of player you have to be excited about. There's no question he should be at the top of the Rookie of the Year rankings.
Totally agree. It's taken him only about half the season to show he is going to be a force and a face in the NBA for a long time.
Yeah, picking his spots. Bridges does a great job of letting the game come to him.
Kessler, a screen on Anunoby. Here's Sexton, and again it's Utah.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Pass to Anunoby. High post Towns. Kessler on him. Open shot from Brunson. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Brunson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Brunson just knows how to manufacture points. Right now being assertive.
Outside Sexton. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by New York.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Sexton against Brunson. Six to shoot. Drives to the hoop. Can't get it to go. 3 for 7 shooting now. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. It's a 3-point game. George, good.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close range look.
I haven't even seen that
Here's
yet.
Bridges. Turned in an outstanding game against Washington. The layup off target.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
To the middle. Here's Money. Lays it up and banks it in.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
New York has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Brunson passes to Towns. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Kessler. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
New York making a switch here. Barnes is checked in.
They trade
George outside. Outside Sexton. Takes it inside. Woo! And he dunks it down.
Well, Sexton getting ahead of steam. You could see he had his eyes on the rim and then the body to follow.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Knicks trail by 7. Towns up top. Pass to Bridges. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Utah?
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds? What are you talking about?
And checking out some numbers for him.
Over the last 10 games, he's been on an absolute tear, finding all kinds of ways to be a thorn in the opposition's side, just working on offense and getting the looks he wants out there.
And the Knicks shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Bridges outside. Inside. Here's Towns. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
Outside Sexton. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Brunson taking his time here. And the layup is good off the glass. Now just a 1-point Jazz lead.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Pass to Markkanen from deep. The rebound by Bridges. The Knicks have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Barnes, no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Here's Money. And in that win against the Nuggets, he was a major factor as well. Markkanen against Barnes. 5 on the clock. George for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. New York has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Hart with it, and Kessler picks him up defensively. Hart passes to Barnes. Here's Towns. Over Sexton. And there's Towns on the assist by Barnes.
Should have known.
Towns has got 6.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
George outside. Sexton, a screen on Brunson. George with it. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14.5 a game. Counted from distance.
Good balance and shooting mechanics give George that NBA range.
Bridges outside. Gets it to go.
Come
Makes
on.
him 2 for 5.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And here's George. They'll bring it up for Utah. To the inside. Money. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Brunson. Hey, shooting the ball
Where's
well.
the fucking
He's 5
foul,
for 9 in the
dude?
game.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Utah trailing here. To the paint. Money misses.
Are you kidding me?
And New York shooting 53%, setting the tone right from the opening tip. Knocked away. Stolen by Kessler. Down low. The rebound by Bridges.
Dude.
Bridges has got 4 rebounds in the game. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Right.
Thanks, guys. The Knicks went all in this summer, trading with their rivals, the Brooklyn Nets, for Mikal Bridges, and reuniting a core that won collegiate championships together. They hope to replicate that success at this level. And now with perhaps the league's top defensive wing tandem, they'll have a chance.
Oh, big time
here we go.
move.
Brunson not missing a fucking thing.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break add to your total in a hurry.
Here's Kessler after the basket by New York on the other end. And he can't bank that one in.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Oh, my God.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And some changes here for New York. Achua's checked in for Towns. McBride comes in for Hart. And Payne is subbed in for Brunson.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Bridges outside. On the take. Banked it in off the glass. Bridges has got 9.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area. Huh.
Here's Collier. Not going to go that time. Achua with some nice D. Bridges outside. Pass to Payne. Outside Achua. For 3, Bridges hits a 3-pointer. 12 points for him.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Markkanen, the pass to Money. And here's Clarkson. There's the triple. No good that time. And so it's New York closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points.
Yeah, of course.
And it's all due to their
fucking bullshit.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play.
Don't take Bridges out at all.
This one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Knicks here, guys.
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Mikal Bridges is out there with Barnes. Then there's Miles McBride. Then there's Cam Payne. And it's Achua in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
You got to bring more fire than that to stop Clarkson. He's a pro at fending off tight defense.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Nuggets was lights out. He dropped 27 points, and he didn't need a ton of extra possessions to get to that total. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up.
Yeah, keep letting Bridges fucking score, dude. Dude, is he just gonna play the whole game? Like, take him the fuck out. Damn.
New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Towns, he's checked in for Achua. Josh Hart comes in for Barnes. Anunoby, he's checked in for McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne. Here's Bridges. It's down.
Dude, I cannot stop this man.
Today.
And Bridges playing with extreme confidence is on fire right now.
Here's Collier. No points so far. Clarkson outside. The Knicks pull it in. They've led by as many as 11. Now here's Brunson. He's closely guarded. Outside Anunoby.
It's like, oh, you have a goal to reach? We're going to make him fucking 99 overall.
Good D by Kessler. Minute 32 left to play in the first half. Pass to Collier. Now Markkanen over to the left wing. Here's Collier. 4 on the clock. Kessler a screen. Fires for 3. Collier no good.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Some solid defense from Markkanen. Jazz trail by 5. Money. Pass to Kessler.
Why would you not shoot that dude?
Here's Collier. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Money. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising. In a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Here's Brunson driving inside. Brunson on the attack.
Yeah, Brunson's the kind of guy who's going to seek you out, try to get that kind of contact.
Hold on, let me read that. My phone's being slow as shit.
Now
you
8 seconds separating the 2 clocks.
I was gonna call him, but I'm in the middle of this, so.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Bridges.
I don't mind.
For 3, Collier sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. There's 14 seconds left in the first half.
I'm just doing some laundry right now, so it'll be a little later.
Shoots over Collier. And it's New York with
Dude,
another.
Come on. They just
McHale
will
Bridges
not
has been
miss.
on display for New York. He's been effective on offense, racking up 21 points so far in this contest.
Appreciate you, dude.
All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
I gotta run to Walmart and grab some water, too. I don't know if you need to go there for any reason.
Their focus on defense has been inconsistent. Tough to win with lapses at that end.
Yeah, they got to clamp.
All right, and now time to give some recognition. Players of the Month. For the West, glad you could join us.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy New Year's to all of you as we continue our broadcast. Boy, you look at McHale Bridges. What a contribution.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. George and Sexton in the backcourt. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. And it's Money in at the 3. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Graham.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Brunson against George. It's Brunson working inside.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Outside Sexton. Collins with a screen on Anunoby. Here's Sexton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sexton's got 17.
Well, this is the one guy you did not want to see get started. He started.
Outside Anunoby. It's Bridges on the wing. Outside Hart. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Shot clock at 5. Over George. And it's Brunson again missing. Jazz trail by 4. again. We're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. George with it. Kessler finds Sexton. Back to Kessler. Collins left side. George scanning the floor. Yep, that one goes. He has 7. Here's Brunson. 20 points for him.
Should have just picked to win the game. I'm never fucking outscoring this son of a bitch.
It's Bridges on the wing. Sexton against Anunoby. Over Sexton. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, at 6'11", 250 pounds, Towns is such a tough guy to keep off the glass.
And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Bridges outside. Three-pointer. Collins with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Money. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, every coach wants assisted buckets. Guys like George, they move the ball.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Hart. Outside Brunson. No good on the triple. For Utah, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player. This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Brunson to the inside. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 8 now. Anunoby against Sexton. From downtown. It's rebounded by New York. Bridges has got 7 rebounds in the game. Out to the right wing. Brunson finds Anunoby. The 3. Drills it from deep. Anunoby's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. To the middle. Oh, stolen by Anunoby.
Dude, come on.
And here we go. The Knicks in transition. Here's Brunson. And Collins with the big block.
No, sir. Collins sending that one away.
Three-pointer, Bridges. It's rebounded by George. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Sexton. Now Kessler. Now Collins. Count that bucket. Collins has got his second basket of the game.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Brunson passes to Towns. Here's Hart. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
And Hart playing with his right now, just going all out.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Sensabaugh comes in for George, and both free throws good for Hart.
Dude, did they ever take this man out of the game?
For Utah, they've gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Utah shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Towns passes to Hart. Towns a screen on Collins. Hart from long range. Utah with the rebound. Now here's Sexton. He's got 19. Pass to Sensabaugh. Inside. The ball's knocked loose.
Dude.
It'll be New York's ball. And the three-point contest is one of the highlights of All-Star Weekend. Here are some of the contenders who have a shot to compete in the event.
And perhaps that list changes a little between now and All-Star Weekend, but I would have no problems if those guys end up competing.
You look at Towns, he's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Anunoby. Here's Money. 14 points for him. Pass to Collier. Puts up a three. Connects from downtown. Collier's got 6.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Towns on a screen. Here's Brunson outside. Oh, Brunson with the triple.
Solid response from Brunson. I love how competitive this guy is.
Here's Collier. He has 6. Pass to Sensabaugh. Shoots over Hart. Sensabaugh, no good.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, and they're leaving Bridges in, I'm sure. Yep. Keep letting him score. Oh, now's my time to shine.
New York leading by 8. Harrison Barnes out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Payne in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Towns. Uses the glass on the layup.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Sexton passes to Money. And he throws it down with one hand.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Collins against Towns. .60 ticks off the clock here in the 4th. Pass to McBride. Shot clock at 6. Towns on a screen. Here's Payne. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Just finding ways to score. Cameron Payne can be crafty.
To the paint. Here's Money. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing. They're doing some good work at the line this half.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Finally getting himself to the free throw line. He was sitting back in the first half with no free throws to show for it.
Towns finds Payne. Outside McBride. And it's blocked by Collins. He's got a clear path. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Towns passes to Barnes. That one's good, and it's Towns with the assist.
Yeah, Barnes can be hard to contain sometimes around the rim. He can create just enough space to be effective.
To the inside. Here's Money. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
Now, he's leading the charge for them, but let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Outside Anunoby. Towns against Collins. Towns passes to Anunoby. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. McBride can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 6. To the middle. Oh, deflected. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Towns on a screen. The 3 from Barnes. Rebounded by the Jazz. Collins has got rebound number 8 now. Here's Money. Defended by Payne. Here's Sensabaugh. Drops in the 3. Now just a 3-point New York lead.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Payne pass to Towns. Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Sinks the tray.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Pulls up. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Here's Anunoby. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
So much.
And now it's an 8-point Knick lead.
Excellent focus from Anunoby. Wasn't going to let that bump get to his head.
George outside. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Payne.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Here's McBride. That 3's off the mark.
And despite a struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead.
And here's George. Collins right side. Inside. Here's Money. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And some changes here for New York. Josh Hart's checked in for Towns. Bridges comes in for McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne. And a switch here also for Utah. Kessler, he's checked in for Sensabaugh. George against Brunson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Kessler. With Brunson being undersized, he has such a great feel for how to create space, Brent.
Incredible footwork, B.A. The way he puts the needle on the record and just scratches it and pivots around and makes defenders jump and move. Amazing manipulation skills at the point guard position for a guy his size to get it done in the painted area.
Money, pass to Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Money, down low. Here's Collins. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Interesting for a guy his size. Collins, a guy who can score at all 3 levels. So an all-around offensive game.
And some changes here for New York. Achua comes in for Barnes. And it's McBride in for Anunoby. Outside McBride. Back to Brunson. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Dude.
Brunson's got 35 in the game.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
George outside. Utah with another miss.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Now Achua. Hart finds Brunson. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Money. Pass to George. Clock at 6. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. The 3 from Sexton. Hart pulls it in.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half.
3-pointer Bridges. Kessler with a rebound. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. And there's the foul. It'll go on Precious Achiuwa. That's foul number 2 for him. Towns, he's checked in for New York. Anunoby comes in for McBride. George outside to the inside. Money. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. 27 points for him.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Towns a screen on George. Here's Brunson. Oh, look at Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, look at Jalen Brunson. He doesn't fucking miss.
Aren't we here with Brunson?
Good
this is what we expect from him, crafty and efficient.
Pass to Money. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Towns a screen on George. Shoots from the baseline. And it's Brunson missing. Jazz trail by 3. Right wing. Here's Money. Pass to George. Now Collins. He's covered by Hart. 4 on the clock. The 3 from Sexton. Buries it from 3. Sexton's got 22 points.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Brunson with it. The teardrop. Second chance shot. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got rebound number 11. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Collins with a screen on Brunson. It's stolen by
Dude,
Hart.
come on.
Outside Brunson. Hart, the open shot. And he sinks that one. Hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Amazing just how trusted Brunson is with the basketball.
Bridges outside. Outside Hart. Puts up a deep 3. Bridges misses.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. And his tonight has been high.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Bridges outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists in the game.
And Bridges...
How many points does he have? 25.
Elevating his game. Woo!
George passes to Kessler. Here's Money. Oh, it's blocked by
Dude, come on.
Outside Brunson.
Where's the fucking fouls at?
Kicks it out to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. And Collins with the big block. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Bridges finds Towns. Shot clock at 3. And the three-pointer goes.
Of course.
Brunson's got 40 points.
Oh, huge moment from JB. Brunson knocking it down.
Back to the basics. Unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Brunson against George. Fires from the line. A tad short.
Dude, how in the fuck is he hitting these
Brunson's
shots?
got 42 in the game.
40 fucking 2
distance
points.
to master, but Brunson making that mid-ranger look good.
Come on, dude.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Pulls it in from the elbow. Rebound, Utah. Kessler's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Money misses.
Of course. Of course.
New York leading by 4. Outside Brunson. Over George. And it's Brunson missing. Utah has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. From down low. And the play by George as he finishes it off for 2.
Wow. Keontae George flashing those handles. Nasty stuff.
52 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Brunson against George. Utah grabs the miss. Pass to Money. George outside. The 3. And Anunoby pulls it down.
For the love of God, dude.
Outside Hart. Bridges with it to the left side wing. Here's Brunson. Collins with the rebound. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Trailing by 2. Money. Oh, he missed it.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
First free throw is good. And that narrows the gap to 1. And it's tied up with that one.
Oh, tremendous composure at the line to tie things up and give them a shot at overtime.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. We've got 13 seconds left in the 4th. Outside Brunson. Out to Bridges.
Let's go.
To overtime.
Overtime.
A do-or-die
Fuck yeah.
defensive stop, and they came up big. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
What a comeback. Whew. All right.
Well,
All right,
4
cool,
quarters
dude.
weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Now here's George. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. George
Play
and
good
Sexton in the
defense here, guys.
backcourt.
Come
And
on.
it's Money
Don't take
in at
dumb
the 3.
shots.
Sexton passes to Money. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. So he gets them
By
both.
2. Let's go. Defense, defense, defense.
And for the Knicks, they're shooting at 45% of the game so far. And Keontae George gets the whistle that time.
Come on, don't.
That's his first
Enough
foul.
with the stupid fouls.
On defense, the Jazz. Fires from 14.
Saw
and
that
Brunson
coming.
with the bucket. On the assist from Anunoby. Brunson's got 44. Outside Sexton. Pass to Kessler. Now Sexton. Kessler, a screen on Anunoby. To the middle. Kicks it out to Collins. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 from Sexton.
Yes.
Sends it home
Let's go.
from three-point land. Sexton's got 25 points in the game. Collins against Hart. Now Brunson.
Come on. It's going to stop here.
From 12 feet.
Yes.
Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Money going inside. Nice D from Bridges. Knicks trail by 3. Pass to Hart. Here's the three.
Not good.
Gets the three to fall.
Fucking knew it.
Hart just whipping it away quickly, not giving the defender time to close out.
Well, the Jazz shooting 52% from the floor so far. George passes to Sexton. Got it. Good job in the low post. Sexton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Sexton covered tight. Didn't matter. Scores.
Brunson passes to Hart. Back to Brunson. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Ties it up with that one. You know, he's such a smart scorer. He doesn't force anything. Lets the opportunities come to him.
To the paint. Here's Money.
No!
Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 4 rebounds now. Brunson finds Hart. Just over 2.5 minutes in OT in this exciting contest. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Towns. Oh, Kessler with the block. Here's Money.
Come on, dude. You're so fucking little. How are you defending me?
Number 5 here tonight. Outside Brunson. Back to Hart. Pass to Bridges to take the lead. Money grabs the miss. The Jazz have gone 2 for 5 here in OT. Just under 3.5 minutes played in extra time here.
Dude, come on.
Outside.
Back him down.
Now Sexton, stolen by Bridges.
Oh my God, dude. Had a fucking mismatch. Point guard on our center. And that's what you do?
Bridges outside. Launches it. That one is off.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best. Sexton with a shining moment here.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. And it goes. As the official calls the foul.
Oh my God.
And he'll shoot one more at the line. Ooh, he knocks down the clutch free throw.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Pass to Money. Tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Oh my God, dude.
Brunson. George defending.
Yep, there it goes.
Another one goes. Incredible.
There it fucking
and that
goes.
Gives him
That's
51.
the fucking game right there.
Making it look easy.
Sexton against Anunoby.
Yes! The big man coming through. Collins delivering. That's the big fella.
Huge moment here.
You have to stay calm in these situations.
And the Jazz pushing it up now.
There's absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Pass to Bridges. From outside the arc. He's off from 3. And they committed an intentional foul.
Goodness.
We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And he commits the intentional foul. Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For
oh,
him, it's
my
about
goodness. As if you missed the fucking first
one. And timeout
one.
is called by Tom Thibodeau. The pressure is on. And he's got a plan to share with his guys. What's the best strategy for him?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
No way, dude.
Will Hardy. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. How do you think this is going to play out?
Down one.
Great,
just enough time for a couple passes and a shot. We'll see what they can do.
Sexton passes to George. From deep three-point land. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you next time.
You thought it was going to be easy, huh? Yeah. Man, nothing's easy in this league.
I ain't going anywhere. I'll get that jersey next time.
I hope so.
All right, man.
Well, I knew we weren't going undefeated for the rest of the season.
It's okay. They wanted it more.
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight.
And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz going up against the Miami Heat here in Miami. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And on the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lauri Markkanen.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, the guard pair, it's George and Sexton. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. And it's Haynes in at the small forward position. And for the Heat, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind. But once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it.
Something we talked about not too long ago was MP's mission to be the best of his rookie class. Really trying to distinguish himself.
Look, I commend MP for a great goal to set your sights on, but the results so far have been mixed. Rookie struggles are different for everyone, and he just hadn't found his footing as quickly as he had hoped.
Here's Wiggins. The rebound by the Jazz. Here's Money. Pass to George. Here's Collins. He's guarded by Adebayo. Fades back. Collins, good. Collins has got the game going here with the first basket for the Jazz.
Well, when the jumper is falling for Collins, it's a good sign for this offense.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Here's Adebayo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Collins.
Well, Bam is so crafty inside. You never know when he's going up, and it leads to a foul.
And Adebayo drops them both. Now, we're used to the stretch big men these days, Stan. That's not Bam Adebayo's game, though. How is he still effective?
Well, Kevin, Bam is a highly skilled big in his own right. He just doesn't have the three-point shot. But he's got the ball handling, he's got the passing, and he's got the mid-range jumper, and he puts those things together into a very effective package.
Yeah, he has a good handle, doesn't he?
He's got a great handle.
Here's Mitchell. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Outside, George. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. In the corner, it's Kessler. Just 5 to shoot. Sexton for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Solid from deep. Sexton is a guy you want taking those.
George against Mitchell. Pass to Ware. Good ball movement here by Miami. Launches a 3. Hits it from three-point range. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here's George. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Money, no good. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Larson. Wiggins, a screen on Collins. Here's Adebayo. Collins with some nice D.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Haynes passes to George. Lets it go with a 3. And Utah, another 3.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to talk to his guys. You know, talking to Keontae George, he credits film watching for much of his success. I like that kind of element he brought up.
Yeah, they say he also spends a lot of time talking to veterans on the team, seeks advice from them and coaches. He's a real student of the game, and that has helped speed up the process.
Boy, a guy like that, coach, has got to be fun to coach.
Yeah, those are the guys you're looking for.
And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. Taking a look at Miami, they're way down there in the conference standings, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season.
And I think for Miami, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season, unfortunately for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I just don't know what has happened to them. You get the sense that their frustration is starting to reach a breaking point, too.
The three-pointer, no good. The Heat have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Pass to Larson. On the wing, Wiggins. He's covered by Haynes. Releases. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Here's Sexton. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Larson. Still scoreless. Count it. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Money. Pass to Collins. It's tipped. And that's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. And let's take this opportunity to show you the most productive rookie rebounders of the last 10 games. You look at Money, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
He's gotten the opportunity to make a contribution, and the numbers they followed. I mean, he's shown he can help them control the backboard.
The Heat making a switch here. Anderson's checked in.
His length gives Wiggins an advantage on the D. He can get his hand to shots that a lot of other players would not be able to impact.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
A moment here to look at the numbers for money. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And the Jazz with possession here. After the Heat pick up 2. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Over to the wing. Here's Anderson. And he uses the glass on the way.
Well, as a scorer, that's where Anderson likes to operate. He has a lot of tricks in there.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And here's George. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Miami with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, what did them in was all the missed free throws. It could have been a much different outcome.
Yeah, and it can be deflating when you leave all those points at the line. But it generally is a make or miss lead.
And it's Anderson with the ball for the Heat. Pass to Mitchell. Good ball movement here by Miami. Wiggins kicks to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Adebayo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Heat lead by 5.
Just playing so strong down low. Adebayo knows you got to be ready for the fight inside.
Sexton the pass to George. Outside Collins. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And it's Adebayo in the corner. Ware kicks to Adebayo. Shot from 16. Uses the glass to drop it in. Adebayo's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, Adebayo's really good at facing up from mid-range. Buries the jumper there.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson for the Jazz. Filipowski, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. Lowry Marketing comes in for John Collins. And it's Collier in for Keontae George. They get the rebound. Pass to Collier. Outside, Sexton. Lets it go from deep. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Knicks was on a mission. He scored 40 points, and his ability to keep getting back to the foul line helped their cause tremendously. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Miami leading by 9. Wiggins passes to Rozier. Back to Wiggins. Markkanen against Anderson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Collier. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
So the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Knicks in New York. So, Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about heat culture with the Miami franchise from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization, is they are all on the same page. And I think they've done it in large part is they have great continuity. If you just look up and down their staff, guys have been there forever. And that allows them to have a very consistent culture.
And teams have tried to copy that, and it's been very hard, hasn't it?
Well, it's been hard because the part they leave out is the consistency part. You can't build that kind of culture when you're making changes with your coaching staff and your front office every 2 to 3 years.
Now here's Love. Jordan Clarkson missing his last shot. Love right side. Pass to Anderson. Love with the screen for Anderson. Beyond the arc. And there's Love. That's good on the assist by Anderson. And it's an 11-point Heat lead.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Filipowski passes to Haynes. Clarkson on the wing. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Larson. He's covered by Clarkson, and that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul. .51 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Rozier missing.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Haynes. The rebound by Anderson.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
On the wing, Rozier. Anderson, a screen on Markkanen. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. No good on the three. Here's Money, defended by Anderson. Haynes passes to Collier. Now Clarkson comes up empty down low.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And that concludes the And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
So on the floor for Utah, the guard pair, it's George and Sexton. Money out there with Lowry Markkanen. And it's Filipowski in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Haynes softly drops in the floater.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Miami leading by 7. Jaquez the pass to Love. Here's Larson. That's a pick by Love. Larson with the bucket. Larson's got 5.
Nice read from the big guy. Love. His teammates appreciate that selfless attitude.
Pass to Money. Knocked away. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Larson. 8 points his last outing. Here he goes. Clock at 6. Love outside. Shoots over Filipowski. And it's Love missing.
Well, if you have the space, You have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Now, here's Sexton. You saw him with 29 points last game. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target. He has 6.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, Lauri Markkanen had said all along he was content to stay in Utah. And after signing a contract extension, he remains with the Jazz. He turns 28 in May, so he's just entering his prime. There's plenty of runway left where the Jazz think he can guide them back to the playoff mix. And with the timing of when Markkanen signed his extension, he is not trade eligible during this season.
Shams, we really appreciate the update. We know how detailed you are. Thanks so much. Here's what Utah's going with right now. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Filipowski. And Colin subbed for Markkanen. And here's Anderson from the arc. Kessler with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Sexton. Here's Haynes. And he can't bank that one in. Well, Heat leading by 8. Anderson outside. And it's good for 2.
And I like the feel that Jaquez has. A high IQ player.
Haynes passes to Sexton. There's the 3. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
He gets that one. Anderson's got the lead up to 12 now for Miami.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Sexton. Following the basket by Kyle Anderson. 6 to shoot. Kessler a screen on Jaquez. And Kessler throws it down.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's textbook.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jaquez the pass to Love. Here's Larson. Love with the screen on George. Larson, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Outside Collins. Pass to Sexton. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. Going with a whole new group out there. .132 left to play here in the second quarter. The shot by Clarkson, no good. The Heat with the lead. Mitchell outside. Stolen by Clarkson. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, D.A. is a two-way threat. Clock at 4. Adebayo with the bucket. Adebayo's got 12.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Picked by Markkanen. Now, here's Clarkson. Defense is right there. And Ware pulls it down. The Heat leading by 3. 29 seconds left now here in the second. To the paint. Here's Filipowski. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Higgins outside. Fires the three. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And how about the confidence of Wiggins? His teammates want him to take those shots.
Wiggins with the block. From 15 feet away, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so that brings the first half to a close. Heat lead by 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
In the Western Conference, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You could tell that teams aren't sure how to defend SGA.
And so thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Jazz. And that'll do it for...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
They've got Wiggins. He's out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Mitchell in at the point. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
The shot by Sexton, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboards.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Here's Money. He has 7. Pass to George. Over Mitchell. And it's George missing. Miami leading by 6. Here's Larson from the wing. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Larson's got 11 points.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, yes type of shot.
Pass to Collins. Nice ball movement by Utah. Collins setting the pick for George. Connects from three-point range. George has got his second basket.
A lot of confidence from George shooting the 3 early in his career.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Adebayo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Now, here's George. He's got 6. Haynes. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, G.A., right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. He's been more than solid over the last month, averaging about 15 points, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
Now, here's Adebayo. 14 points for him.
Well, Collins is a capable defender, especially when he gets the positioning he needs to block shots.
Sexton dishes to George. Takes a three. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Here's Money. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to George. To the middle. Collins finds Sexton. Rebound by the Heat. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Haynes passes to George. Pass to Money. Outside, George. Here's the three. And the three ball is good. George has got 9.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Wiggins passes to Larson. And here's Adebayo. He's guarded by Collins. Adebayo down low. Working on Collins. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Haynes passes to George. To the paint. Fade away. Kessler, no good. The Heat leading by 5. Mitchell with it. George picks him up. Mitchell passes to Larson. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And stolen by Wiggins. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. He's looking for Wiggins and finds him. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And how about the slam from Wiggins, showing off some of that athleticism there.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Collins setting the pick for Sexton. No good from outside.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Mitchell against George. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Now here's Wiggins. After the miss from Haynes. Here's Adebayo. That one doesn't drop. Collins with some nice D. Jazz trail by 9. Looking to end his cold spell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Collins, Sexton is 6'3". Miami leading by 7, and Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. And there's Money. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the 4 slot. Now here's Rozier. Just 5 on the clock. There's a good screen. Anderson with the ball. Guarded now by Sexton. And the basket is good.
Just terrific to see Anderson going for it offensively. Playing with a ton of confidence on that end.
Driving the lane, and the basket by Money.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Now, here's Rozier. Down low. Anderson's shot is off. Jazz trail by 7. George passes to Haynes. Back to George. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And the basket by Money.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Outside Rozier. Here's Henderson. Great defense that time from Haynes. Utah shooting around 40% from the floor here. Pass to George. Sexton with it. High post, Kessler. Working on Love. Inside. Here's Haynes. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Love kicks to Rozier. Love with the screen for Rozier. Miami no good on that time either. Jazz trail by 3. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
Yeah, look, they've shown great resolve to work their way back into this one, but they're not done yet. They're going to have to grind it out.
You know, and every year, it just seems like Rozier gets better. You see his drive, the hunger, the desire to keep improving.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Heat. And Utah with a change here, too. Collins is checked in.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And the Heat with some changes. Highsmith is checked in. And it's Jaime Jaquez in for Terry Rozier. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Utah.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And also the hustle showing through with all those steals and not giving much breathing room for the offense to operate.
George passes to Kessler. Outside, George. George gets a screen from Haynes. George, no good. The Heat have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Love outside. And it's off from three-point range. On offense, here are the Jazz. They're on an 11-1 run right now. And George gets it to go.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
The Heat trail by 4. Anderson outside. And it's sent back by Kessler.
And look, Kessler just has a nose for the ball. He is a certified shot blocker.
And here's Utah. They're on a 14-1 run. Outside Collins. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 4 assists in the game. Now here's Anderson. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Wiggins surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Adebayo. He can't get that one to fall. Collins with some nice D. Jazz leading by 6. Haynes passes to George. To the inside. And the basket by Money. Money's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. Well, coach is frustrated with his guys. He let them know that the turnovers have to stop. He begged them to take better care of the ball. We'll see if they heeded the message. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
I don't know any coach who wouldn't love to have a Bam Adebayo. His versatility and commitment to the game are just outstanding.
Now, here's George. That three off the mark. And here is Mitchell.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. George passes to Kessler. Here's Haynes. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
The Heat trail by 7. Here's Larson. Adebayo with a screen on Sexton. Wiggins outside. Pass to Larson. Over Sexton. Larson, no good. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Sexton with it. Sexton gets a screen from Haynes. And Colin Sexton with the three.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. To the wing on the left. George against Mitchell. Chalk up 2 there. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Pass to Money. That one, no good. Wiggins with some nice D. Inside. Sexton grabs the board. Jazz leading by 8. George with the ball. Covered by Wiggins. Kessler up top. Down low. Here's Haynes. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And they got to bring the double team on it.
You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
Now here's Wiggins. Pass to Adebayo. And here's Wiggins. 2 points. That one goes.
Making his size a factor. Wiggins does work in the paint.
Jazz leading by 6. Now George. Here's Money. Back to George. Collins kicks to Sexton. Pocket 2. Kessler. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. And the Jazz lead by 8.
And after only making 35% of their shots in that first half, they are slowly getting into a groove here in the second.
It's deflected and stolen by Sexton. Here's Haynes. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Now, here's Mitchell. Here's Ware. Here's the screen. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. From outside, off the mark. Here's Money. They double him with Mitchell. Pass to Sexton. 5 on the clock. Launches it. Knocks down the 3 ball. Sexton's got the lead up to 13 now for the Jazz.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
Collins passes to Haynes. Back to Collins. Collins off a pick from Haynes. To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
To the middle. Here's Wiggins. To halt the run. That shot missing. Great D that time from Haynes. Utah leading by 15. Outside, Sexton. The Jazz working the ball around now. George with the ball. Outside Collins. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Jazz.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Money.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
1:06 left to play here in the fourth. Utah has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Yep, that one goes. There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Money. Jaquez defending. Haynes passes to Collier. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And here's Miami. Here's Jovic. The kick out to Anderson. Lays it up and banks it in. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Another game, another win.
MP got the job done tonight, as usual.
play one rep game and then I'm gonna head over to you. I'm gonna be back here tonight, so I can just switch over that laundry later. This is a good squad. Oh. So you didn't want to play with us. Splash. I see you. That shit. Oh. Every single time really gets on my fucking nerves. You guys are not good. You literally can't even score without doing that. So fucking annoying, dude. Awesome. Yeah, pass me the ball after I'm done cutting. That's fucking awesome. Okay, don't pass it. Not going in. Wow.
Who's watching it?
You ain't learned to not stand in 3 seconds in the paint yet, dude. You've been called twice now. Getting absolutely fucking torched.
Hey, yo, right here, baby.
Not even a three-point shooter, dude. I keep cutting to the basket. No one's passing me the fucking ball. Yo. See, if I could get some of that, we might not be losing by 14. Serious. Bruh. Yeah, take fucking hook shot when you're guarded by 3 people. Bro. Oh my god, you guys are fucking awful. Shooting 29%. It's fucking atrocious. Do you not see me cutting in, bro? Pass the damn ball. Holy fuck. Bro, wide open again. Dude, what the fuck? Oh my god, you guys are so fucking bad. Oh wow, imagine that, a fucking steal because you're running into a double team trying to fucking play hero ball. Dude, are you fucking kidding me right now? I don't know why I play rec sometimes. So bad. Like, huh, I wonder why we're losing by 19 fucking points. Like, I've been wide open cutting to the basket on like 7 different possessions now, and they just keep doing this dumb shit. It also sucks now because it's summer vacation, so you know there's a bunch of fucking 12-year-olds on the game. Yeah, they don't give a shit, dude. Yep, this guy's been called for 3 seconds in the paint like 4 different times. Yeah, I had some little snot-nosed kid talking shit to me last night as soon as I got on the game. I kept telling him to pass me the ball, and he's like, I'm not passing you the ball because you're trash, and we lost by over 20 points. Like, okay, dude. He's like, you sound like you're 30, get a job. Like I didn't just work a 12-hour shift and come home and try to enjoy my game. I told him Stop running his mouth before I take his mom out for a nice seafood dinner and then never call her again. He's like, get a job while I'm playing on my PS5. Like, bruh, what? Oh my goodness, you guys don't pass the ball. Yeah, I know, just a bunch of entitled kids, dude. It's so fucking annoying. Like, bro, you wouldn't even be on this game right now if your mom didn't buy it for you. Oh, hell yeah, guys, let's go. Almost losing by 30 now. Let's see how far we can get behind. Yep, keep playing ball hog offense and missing shots. That's what we do here on the good old wreck. Holy shit. Should have just stuck to career. But I didn't want to be stuck in a game for that long because I wanted to come grab you after this. Pass the ball. I don't even know why I bother. Yeah, pass it to the fucking AI player. Oh my goodness, dude. I'm not gonna say it on stream, but I'll tell you what I think the issue is here. Because it happens to me very often, and it's kinda obvious. Oh my goodness, dude. I know, I really wish I had a squad of people to play with on this, because it gets old playing with these fucking randoms that are just absolute dog shit at the game. Yeah, I figured you did. Oh man, only down 27 now, boys. Good job. Real fucking good job. Haven't even put up a shot since the second quarter. Alright. Yeah, keep spamming call for the ball so you can get your shots in. I'll just set screens the rest of the game, I guess, because, you know, can't get the ball in my hands. Holy shit, I got a rebound. Now I can hold the ball. I can touch things. Holy shit. Oh, I get it stolen from me. That's cool. Yeah, set screens hard as fuck. Feel bad for this guy that I'm guarding too. They don't pass him the ball either. He's only scored 3 points. Oh yeah, don't pass me the ball when I'm wide open. Don't worry. We'll just let you take a double team shot and miss. Let him get the easy fast break points. Yeah, we love that. Hell yeah, brother. Let's go. Yeah, there you go again. Wow, you're so good, dude. I love watching this. It's just fucking enjoyable. Got 29 points, and we're still losing by 26. Yeah, and for some reason, it's seeming like some of these games my mic isn't even coming through in game chat. Because usually it shows a little microphone next to your name. So it's like not only are these guys dog shit teammates, but I can't even communicate with them from what it looks like. Are you kidding me right now? Bro, I'm just gonna get in your way. So fucking annoying. I hope you have the worst day, dude. I hope that you have to fart and you shit yourself. Like, you're so fucking bad. Like, that would make my day if you shit your pants today. Can't stand these fucking people, dude. This shit gets me so frustrated. 30 fucking points. Yep. You scored 29, and we still lost by like 30. Fucking awesome, dude. Look at that. I'm the second highest scoring player on our team, and I scored 5 points because he wouldn't pass the fucking ball. Pathetic, dude. I'm glad you like losing by 30 just so you can fucking score 29 points. That makes my day. Fuck you, Ritz. trash ass player, dude. Alright, well, on that note, I'm gonna fucking end this stream. I'm gonna head over to you, boss. I'll be there in like 20 minutes. I gotta, maybe 25. I gotta stop at the bank and grab cash out, so I'll be there shortly. Thanks for everyone who tuned in to watch this shit show. I am gonna be busy most of the week. I'll probably be back on tonight, and then I won't have a stream most likely until maybe Thursday night. I'm not sure. And on that bombshell, this pissed off fuck is out of here.